Right, let's all Today we're going to do the first verse of Love Spreads. Okay, we're going to look at the riff bit, which is the main bit I think you hear. Then I'll also show you what I would play for the chordy bit, and hopefully with those two parts you can decide what you'd want to do if you're playing along, because they really are two separate parts. So yeah, you can have a bit of fun. I like the riff bit, it's really good fun to play but quite hard. The chordy bit's a bit easier, but it doesn't quite give the full feel of the song. But yeah, if you've got two guitar players in a band, it would sound really killer like this. As I mentioned before, there's going to be loads of different videos on this song. This is like video 4, and we're only at verse 1. There's not really a chorus though, so that's nice. It's basically, yeah, 3 verses and then an outro. So we'll try and get all of that done. So that being said, this is the way we're going to structure this video. You're going to see me playing the riffy bit, and then I'm going to go through the riffy bit. That's the bulk of what we'll do today. And then I've already talked about the chords, but I'm going to then play through how I would play the chords, and I'll give a very brief talk about those chords at the end. So that's how it's going to go. First chunk's going to be the riffy bit, then it's going to be the chordy bit, and then there'll be a little outro video bit at the end. So that's the plan. So the next thing you'll hear will be me playing the riff part. Okay, so get ready for that, and let's get cracking. Well, there you go. I've muddled my way through it. It's really tricky, as before. If you've learnt the intro, then it would track over this chord sequence as well, just so you know, in case you're wondering. But this is, I think, about as accurate as I can get it for what is actually being played, and I think I played it through relatively well. As I've said, I think I said on the last one, like I think about 95% good, but the transcription and what I go through now is, I think, really accurate. Okay, so that being said, let's crack on. We've got slight palm mute for large sections of this as well. We start with that open, low D. Then I'm going to play the 5th fret on the A twice. Then a hammer on from 3 to 5. Open A again. And then 5. So. Then 3 5th fret A strings. 3rd fret on the A. Oh, sorry, on the D, sorry. And then I'm going to play 3, hammer to 5, pull off to 3, pull off to open. And now that bit is not palm muted. Okay, so let me play through that slowly. So. Okay, so again, if you've done the intro bit, that will make a lot of sense. A lot of sense. Next bit, next bar, bar 2. Open low D again. 2 5th fret A strings. Then that hammer from 3 to 5. Open A, 5th fret A. Again, very familiar. 5th fret A again. 3rd fret on the D again. Maybe a slight palm mute there. 5th fret on that D. And then hit this final bit is definitely not palm muted. I'm going to bend that 5th fret on the D, up, down, and pull off to 3. And then I'm going to play 5th fret on the A, pull off to 3, pull off to open. Okay, let me do bar 2 nice and slowly for you. Okay, sorry about that shortcut there. Cool, so let's do bar 3 now. Very similar to bar 1. In fact, it's exactly the same as bar 1, so let's go through it quickly. I was just looking at my tab and I was like, it is exactly the same, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, the open low D, 2 5th fret A strings, which is another D note, that hammer on from 3 to 5 again, open A, 5th fret A, 3 5th fret A's, 3rd fret D, and then that hammer, pull off, 3 5 3 0 on that D string. Okay, so that's nice and simple because it's the same as bar 1. Then we're going to do bar 4, and then I'll play through the first 4 bars slowly. low D string, 2 5th fret A's, and then we're going to do a 3rd fret D string and pull off to open. Open A, 5th fret A. So, and then I'm going to do another pull off, 5th fret on the A to open, 5th fret on the low D, and then 2 3rd frets on that low D. Okay, so that's bar 4. A little bit different that's different I think to every other bar that we've done so far. So yeah, 4th bar of this is very, very different. Let me play through those first 4 nice and slowly now. Okay, let's keep going then. Bar 5 now. So basically bar 5 is the same as bar 3 and the same as bar 1. So that's quite nice. Open low D, those 2 5th fret A strings, that hammer from 3 to 5 on the A, open A, 5th fret A, then 3 5th fret A's, 3rd fret D, and then 3 5 3 0 on that D string. And then, very excitingly, bar 6 is the same as bar 2. Yeah. Low D, 2 5th fret A's, hammer on 3 to 5 on the A, open A, 5th fret A, then 5th fret A again, 3rd fret on that D, 5th fret on the D, and then I'm going to bend up, down and pull off. And then on the A string, 5 3 0. Okay? So, as I say, those two are exactly the same as bars 1 and 2, which is really nice. And that's bars 5 and 6. And then bar 7 is, this is very exciting, exactly the same as bar 5, bar 3, and it turns out bar 1. So we're going to basically do the same thing again. We've got that open low D, 2 5th fret A's, hammer 3 to 5 on the A, open A, 5th fret A, 3 5th fret A's, 3rd fret on the D, and then we've got this 3 5 3 0. Okay, so that's bar 7. And then we'll do bar 8, and then again I'll do those next 4 bars nice and slowly. So this is the bar 8, where we've just come into our 8th bar, obviously, but of D7, or D7 sharp 9, okay? And so what we're actually going to do from here is we're going to do a slightly different ending, because we're going to 2 bars of G. So it has a slightly different feel. But the first bit is very much how we've done the other bits. Open low D, 5th fret on that A, then I'm going to hammer on 3 to 5, then open A, open high D, then 3 of those, then I'm going to do a pull off from 3rd fret to open on that D string twice. And that's how we quite often lead into the bar of G, or up here. We'll deal with that in a little bit. Let's do those 4 bars nice and slowly. So it's not too bad, because bars 5 and 7 we've already done, and actually bar 6 we've already done, so it's a nice section. Let's go through though. Okay, so now we're up to the 2 bars of G, and then we're going to have 2 bars of D7, which is going to be more similar to what we've done already. So these 2 bars of G are very much like the bars of G we played over in that intro. We start with this hammer on from 3rd fret to 5th fret on the D string, so that's our G note there, so that makes sense. Then I'm going to grab 5th fret, so G note again, 5th fret on that low D twice, 2 of them, 2 of the high Ds, 5th fret, and then 1 on the low D, and then 1 on the high. Help if I hold the right string. Always helps, pro tip, if you hold the right string. Then 3 more of those high D 5th frets. Then I'm going to do a pull off 3 to 5, 5th fret on the A, 3rd fret on the A, and then the next bar is going to be a 5th fret on the low D, because that works. Anyway, so let's do that bar. bar number 9. Okay, then we got bar 10, roll straight in. I like to play that 5th fret there on that low D with my middle finger, as you've probably seen. So one of them, 5th fret, low D. Then the high D, 2 5th frets. Then a 5th fret pull off to 3. 5th fret A. Then I'm going to bend 5th fret on the D. 5th fret on that G with my pinky. 5th fret on the D. 3rd fret on the D. 3 5 3 on the D. 5th fret on the A, 3rd fret on the A. That was one I was struggling with a bit on those playthroughs. Okay, so that's bars 9 and 10. Let's do bars 11 and 12. 5th fret on the A again. Now we're back to playing over that D7 sharp 9. So 5th fret on the A, open low D, hammer on the A, 3 to 5, open A, 5th fret A. Open A again, 3rd fret A, 2 open Ds, oh sorry, 1 open D, one open D, then I'm going to go open 3 open on the, so what happens when you can't read your own writing, and then 3 on the A, open A, so slightly different bar that to, again, everything else we've done, which does make these tricky to remember. Then, on the A, so this is now bar 12, on the A string, 3 to 5, 2 open Ds, and I mean it this time. Hammer on 3 to 5 again on the A, open A, 5th fret A. Then on the A, 3 to 5, open D, itchy eyebrow, 2 pull-offs and 3 to 0 on that D string. That's how we know we're leading back into that G chord, yeah? So, let's do that. So it's going to be bars 9, 10, 11 and 12, nice and slow. Too fast. I'm sorely tempted to do that quickly, but I'm trying to slow myself down. So this next bit, well, bar 13, is actually the same as the first bar of G, which would be bar 9. 3 to 5 on the D, 2 low Ds 5, high Ds 5, 2, then 1 on the low, 1 on the high, then 3 more on that high, then a pull off 5 to 3 on that high D, 5 on the A, 3 on the A. Okay, then we're going to lead in. Now this is almost the same as bar 10, but it is slightly different, but the first bit's the same. 5th fret on that low D, 2 5th frets on the higher D, then a pull off, then 5th fret on that A. And then I'm going to bend, but this time I'm going to bend the G string on the 5th fret, yeah? So first time you bend that D, this time we're going to go, then 5th fret on the G, I'm going to slide up here to 7 on the D, 5 on the D, 5, 7, 5 on the D, and then 5 on the A, 3 on the A. A little bit tricky there because we have to do that little transition. Okay, let's do those. No, we need to do the next 2 bars as well, don't we? I can't even count, oh my goodness. So we're now back to playing over that D7 sharp 9, 5th fret on the A, open lower D, hammer on 3 to 5 on the A, open A, 5th fret on the A, open A, 3rd fret on the A, open D, and then hammer on, open 3 open, 3 on the A, open A. So yeah, more eagle-eyed of you will spot that is the same as bar 11, because it is. Now this next bit, I've got it tabbed as a slide. It works as a hammer. It's 3 to 5 on the A. It works as a hammer, but I've got it tabbed as a slide. So it's so hard to... It feels like it is a slide when you listen to it really slowed down, which is often how I transcribe these things. So if you prefer to do it as a hammer, I completely respect that decision. Let's put it like that. I think it's a slide, but I respect if you don't want to do it as a slide. Some of the playthroughs I just did, some I did it as a slide and some I did it as a hammer. Because even though I've got it in front of me, it still feels more natural to do it as a hammer. But as I say, I think it sounds like a slide, I think. So, but it's 3 to 5 on the A, 2 open A's, then a hammer 3 to 5 on the A, open A, then 5th fret on the A. Now there is an extra right at the end of that bar, but we're going to deal with that as part of the next 4-bar sequence because it feels like it fits with that. So let's do that. So it's final 2 bars of G and then final 2 bars of D. Well, kind of. Anyway, let's go for it. Okay, cool. So now, as I said before, my tune is still on, I didn't say that before. This 3 on the A string I'm doing as part of the next bit, although it's technically at the end of the previous bar, the and of 4 in the previous bar. I'm going to do a little curl, 3rd fret A string, open A, so now playing over an A power chord, so we got that feel. This is very similar to what we did in the intro. 5th fret on the D, bend, bend, bend up and down, 3rd fret on the D, 5th fret on the A, open A, bend that D string again, and then an up down pull off, 5th fret on the A, and then bend that D string again, grab the G, 5th fret, 5th fret on the D, 3rd fret on the D, 3 5 3 on the D, 5 3 on the A. Sounds really complicated when you say it like that, but it's really not too bad. So let's go through just yeah, let's do those 2 bars because actually they fit so nicely together. So I'll start with the and of 4, so it'd be 1 2 3 4 and 1 like that. Sounds so good. 3rd fret on the A, open A, sorry, 5th fret on the A, sorry, open A, 3rd fret on the D, open low D. Hammer on that A string 3 to 5, open high D, open low D. 3rd fret on the A, then a little D shape. And then to end it, we do this up 5th fret bend on the D, up down pull off to 3, 5 3 0 on the A, which is how we end a lot of the bars. So let's play this final 2 bars together. That made some semblance of sense. I'm not going to go through it really accurately because I'm not doing really specific stuff, but basically the way I'm breaking down the bars is relatively specific. So the first 3 bars, I start with this shape, 5 on the A, 4 on the D, 5 on the G. I can hit that open E as well because it's a D7 I'm suggesting. And what I do for the first 3 beats is I'm basically playing that with some dead hits. And then for the final beat, I put my pinky on that 6th fret B string to make it a D7 sharp 9, and I do a down, up, down, up. And I try and kind of slide away a little bit, although not massively, because obviously you're in the middle of the song. And basically, for 3 bars, that's what I'm thinking. That shape for a bit, I put my pinky on. And it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but that's roughly what I'm thinking. I'm then going to go up and do a little bit up here. It sounds like he's doing 4 dead hits, then a little that kind of a thing there. So I'm pulling off from 12 to 10 on those B and G. Then I'm hitting the root note there, that's a D there. Then that little back to 10 on the B and the G, very bluesy sounding. Root note, then I'm going to hit that A string, 12, which is an A note, then a little hammer on that D. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm not doing that exactly, but I transcribed it and I think that's what he's doing, at least in the intro. That kind of a thing, and so that's what I'm using as my kind of guide on that bar, which is bar 4. Bar 5, I'm back to this. Bar 6, I'm just going to hit this on the second beat. In particular, the second beat is what I'm aiming for, because that's where you can really hear it. And then back to here for the next bar, which would be bar 7. Mostly dead hits in bar 8. It's hard to hear anything ringing out, so I'm just going to do some dead hits. Then we're up to the G. 12 on up here. So G triad, sorry, like an A-shaped G triad. 12 on the D, the G, and the B. And right at the end now, I'm going to go on the G 12, 10, and then on the D 12, 10. And then back in. That's what I think he's playing. Transcribe that bit as well. Right at the end of that bar, he's playing 10 on the G, then 10 on the G, 10 on the D. But again, I'm not always fitting that in. I just want to get the same vibe on that. That's it kind of a bit more accurately to what he's doing. Then I'm going to be up here and I'm going to do this shape D. So I'm going to play 10, 10, 11, 12. D shape up here. You can do it here. I'm in drop D, so you can also have the open D if you want. I'm just going to hit that a couple of times and a couple of dead hits. I can't hear anything for most of the rest of that section. He might be playing along the riff, we might double the riff, I think might be what's going. Something along those lines, but that's not really what I'm worrying about. I just want to get the right vibe up here. Then we're back to the G, just as before. Then back to the D here. That's exactly the same as the riffy bit. Third fret on the A, then an A power chord though we hit rather than continuing the riff, but that's exactly the same and at the same time with the and of 4. That's what I'm doing there, just curling that, then an open A, hitting a couple of A power chords, just a couple of A power chords, letting them ring, then another very heavily vibrato third fret A, and on the next bar, on the and of 1 of the next bar, and let that just kind of ring through the rest of the bar. And then as we go to the final 2 bars, we're suggesting a D again. I'm going to go an actual D shape down here. If I get it right, 4, down, up, Ds. And then I'm going to go to 5 and 6, which is a F, then back to D. Sounds cool. D power chord. Then I'm going to hit that C note, third fret A, and then back to the D power chord. So that final 2 bars. If you can get that, that sounds really cool. So that's roughly what I'm doing on the chords there. So what I played through was some amalgamation of that. It's not super accurate, but that's the kind of thing I would play when I'm playing along. And as I've gone through it there, it's a little smidge more accurate to what I've transcribed for what he's doing on that other guitar part. Hopefully that all makes sense. And the next bit you'll see will be my face, and I'll be talking some words. Let's do that. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Long video again. These all are going to be long videos because there's just so many different parts to go through. Hopefully they make sense. Hopefully you guys had a pen and were writing down the tab as I was going through it. It is kind of all improv a bit, so you could just learn a little bit and kind of work it out from there, but I figure I'm this far in, let's just do the whole thing. Anyway, that being said, thanks for watching. I'll do my usual bit at the end where I just say thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like the video. It really helps. Please subscribe to the channel. Again, it really helps. That's why people always ask you to do it. Please check out my social medias, all /CRAMO Guitar. So I've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I've also got a Patreon now, which I'm starting to get more stuff on, but I haven't. That's something I need to do in the future. But anyway, if you're watching this in the future, I might have already done it. So why not check it out? Yeah. So Thanks for watching, I really do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed these videos on love spreads. There's more to come on love spreads, there'll be more other guitar related stuff on my channel. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys again soon for some more guitar stuff. I'll see you soon, bye bye.